They just arrested him. Biden family in trouble. Trump shows up at CNN. Oh, wow. We got a lot going on today, guys. So we're going to go ahead and start with a question. If politicians were forced to tell us the truth, do you think that a lot of them would end up in jail? Just a quick yes or no in the comments will do. Now, I'm asking because Congressman George Santos has now been found charged of stealing from his campaign, taking advantage of donors, and even collecting on unemployment benefits that he did not deserve. Wow. Now, the first statement that I heard is that, and I quote this from Santos, quote, "I believe I am innocent," end quote. Now, it would really help if he knew he was innocent, huh? Now, the White House is being accused by the New York Post of borrowing them from a public event where the president was present. Could it be due to their following of the Biden family and their alleged overseas dealings? But hey, maybe they weren't dressed for the occasion, right? Sure. House Oversight Committee James Comer just named multiple Biden family members who have allegedly received money from overseas business dealings, even though the president continues to deny that it happened. I have that list and we're going to talk about that later. Former President Donald Trump has discussed who he wants to win in the war between Russia and the Ukraine, an answer that got him cheered at a CNN event. That's right, guys. Trump showed up at CNN, and President Joe Biden has announced that he has cut our national debt by $1.7 trillion. However, and here's the tricky part, fact checkers do not agree with him at all. Let's not waste any more time, guys. Also, if you own a home, make sure to get your free home warranty quote. Links in the description down below. Never be caught off guard again by another very expensive home repair. Get your free home warranty quote link down below. And what I hope was just a misunderstanding, the White House press office, they have reportedly barred the New York Post from attending a recent public event with President Biden. Now, the Post has gone on to say that this could be due to them reporting about the issues that they are having with Hunter Biden, the infamous laptop, and allegedly money that his family has received from overseas business dealings. In an email to address this issue, a White House staff member wrote, quote, "We are unable to accommodate your credential request to attend the Investing in Airline Accountability remarks. The remarks will be live streamed and can be viewed at wh.gov. Thank you for your understanding. We will let you know if a credential becomes available," end quote, which basically means we out of seats. But according to the Post, there are at least 20 extra seats available at the venue, meaning that this reasoning really doesn't match the information that they have. The Post has been very critical of the president as of late, especially with the updates being released regarding his supposed ties to overseas deals and possible bribery. And you know what? Let's check in with House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer on this one.
The Bidens have received millions of dollars from China. It is inconceivable that the president did not know it. The White House refuses to correct the president's statements, showing the president is now using the federal government to run interference for his families and his own role in these schemes.
White House spokesman E.M. Sams denied any of the allegations and said that Comer is the one that's actually hiding information from the public, not the president. He said, quote, "Congressman Comer has a history of playing fast and loose with the facts and spreading baseless innuendo while refusing to conduct his so-called investigations with legitimacy. He has hidden information from the public to selectively leak and promote his own hand-picked narratives as part of his overall effort to lob personal attacks at the president and his family," end quote. But Comer says that they have the evidence of wire transfers to around 9 different Biden family members, namely Hunter Biden, the president's brother, James Biden, Sarah, who is the president's brother's wife, Beau Biden's widow or Hunter Biden's girlfriend Haley, Kathleen Buell, who is Hunter Biden's ex-wife, Melissa Cohen, Hunter Biden's current wife, and 3 children of James and Hunter Biden. So Comer also adds that their committee will not pursue witch hunts that will lead the American people on without evidence. So what do you guys think about all this? Should the president be transparent about all this? Or is this committee merely just wasting our time with a witch hunt? Now, speaking of that,
it's a witch hunt because it makes no sense that in 4 months, 5 months, I'm indicted.
Oh boy. Congressman George Santos is back in the limelight again, right? To date, Santos has been indicted on 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 2 counts of false statements to the House of Representatives, and 1 count of theft of public funds. Now that's a lot. And he faces a possible 20 years in prison with the top counts, something that could become a complication for him as he's already decided that he's planning to get reelected. Now, one person though is hoping that this finally gets rid of Santos as he doesn't see why he's even in office. Check out what Senator Mitt Romney had to say about it.
He will get his day in court, but clearly his misrepresentations have so embarrassed him and our nation that he really should not be in Congress.
Well, Santos has already admitted that he lied about his credentials before, weirdly confessing that he's used to embellishing the truth, something that lawmakers don't necessarily admit to, but usually do. Now, if all of them did that, how many officials do you think would be left in our government? And since we're moving on from Santos, let's get to more alleged lies, as it seems like President Biden just got fact-checked by CNN. So here's what the president said.
The unemployment rate is down to 6.4% when I was sworn in, down from 6.4% when I was sworn in. It's now 3.7%, near a 50-year low. We've done all of this while lowering the federal deficit in the 2 years we've been in office, $1.7 trillion. Let me say that again, $1.7 trillion we've lowered the federal debt. No administration has ever cut the deficit that much. Now inflation is coming down as well.
CNN says that the deficit did fall by roughly that amount, but that this is actually due to the emergency pandemic spending from the end of the Trump era administration expiring as planned. Also, the president did not lower our national debt as he says he's done. He's most probably referring to the national deficit between fiscal years 2020 to 2022. Now, it's most likely that the president just made an honest mistake, although it is easy to be misled by incorrect figures. What do you guys make of this? And what do you make of former President Trump showing up at CNN while discussing how our country has been providing so much more money to Ukraine compared to European Union and how he feels we're being taken advantage of? Now, he also claimed that we're providing too much of our weapons and leaving our country vulnerable to attacks. Trump was also asked a very important question regarding the outcome of this war.
Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people and breaking down this country. Now,
what do you, can I just follow up on that? You said you don't think in terms of winning and losing. Mr. President, can I just follow up on that because that's a really important statement that you just made there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying, Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying. And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done. You need the power of the presidency to do it.
It looks like a lot of people in that crowd were impressed about how the former president handled that exchange. Do you agree that instead of rooting for one country to win over the other, leaders should instead focus on how they can plan to stop all this fighting altogether? Let me know what you guys think down below. You know what leaders in our country should be really focused on? The economy, cost of food, gas, energy. In a nutshell, the cost of living. However, that's something that we'll believe once we actually see actions, because actions speak way louder than words. But we can't wait forever on them, right? We got to do something ourselves. Now, what if I told you that it was possible to get ahead of your financial troubles, that there were opportunities to generate multiple streams of income through side hustles and small businesses, even home-based businesses, that it's only a matter of time until we see some really great deals in real estate and in the stock market? If you want to learn about all of these and more, feel free to drop some comments down below. And if I get enough of you guys, I'll start making some videos covering these topics and how you can prepare. Now, before I go, guys, please drop a like for the video and share this video. Subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. Appreciate you guys watching. Please be kind to one another. I'm gonna see you on the next one.